Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are tuning in from in the world. This morning we're doing a full-bodied mobility session, followed by some alternate nostril breath work, the abdominal breathing, the Kapalbhati, and then we'll finish off with a short meditation at the end. So if you make a start, come on to your tabletop position. Again, knees under hips, wrists under shoulders, and you're just going to start pushing the mat away around the spine, tilting the tailbone, and then the opposite way. Just do a few rounds of these just to wake the spine up. And then we're going to reverse our fingers now. Reverse our hands so the fingers are facing towards the back of the mat. And we'll just run through a few more of those. And then come into our child's pose. Widen the knees according to the mat. Sinking the belly, the chest and the chin. I'm going to come under and through into a cobra. Chest out, shoulders back. Inhale. Hold this position for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then back. And again, keeping the belly, the chest, the chin close to the mat. Elbows tucked in into another cobra. From this cobra position, we want to tuck the toes. We want to come into our first downward facing dog. And again, do whatever you feel like you need to do to loosen your body up. Might be dropping the hips to the side, pedaling the feet. Now I want you to center the left foot. We want to kick the right foot up in the air and drop it over to the left hand side. Open it up down the right hand side. And then back. Center that right foot. Inhale. Kicking the left foot over. Dropping it over to the right hand side. Opening it up down that left hand side. And then walk yourself forward ever so slightly. We want to come into our yoga squat. I want you to place the elbows on the inside of the knees, like the crease of the inside of the knee. And we're just going to come onto our toes and just swerving side to side. And then come back, trying to get the heels down to the mat and forward and back. And you might just need to play around with this position a little bit, just to kind of loosen up the hips. And then we're going to come up ever so slightly, keeping a nice bend in the knees, keeping the left hand flat on the mat. Exhale up to the right. For 3, for 2, for 1. Swapping hands now, placing the right hand on the mat. Exhale up to the left. And back to the center. One more time. And then exhale, twist back up to the left one more time. And back to center. Coming back down to seated position now. Widen the legs as much as you can. Trying to keep that dorsiflexion in the ankles and in the foot. So this is just relaxed, dorsiflexed. It's like this. And what we're going to do, we're just going to attempt to draw some circles now. So we're just going to sway forward, trying to lower the belly down, no hunching over. If you're just like this is completely fine. So we're just going to draw some circles, and you might find that you can get further down each time. And if you were going clockwise, go anti-clockwise now. And then sit yourself back, 90-degree bend in the knees, drop them to the left, hold them there for a few seconds, and over to the right, and over to the left, and over to the right. And then extending your legs out in front of you, retracting the right, extend the left arm, wrapping it around the right. Keeping that dorsiflexion in the left foot. Inhale the right hand up, exhale, twist, place the right hand on the mat and look behind you. Looking behind the right shoulder. 3, 2, and 1. Swapping over to the other side. Retract the left foot, extend the right arm round, wrap it round. Inhale the left hand up, exhale, twist, looking behind the left shoulder, and hold this breath. Not hold the pose, don't hold your breath. For 3, for 2, and for 1. Inhale, coming back to the center now. And then what we're going to do here, just allow one leg to relax. I want you to take hold of the left, and you're going to place your hand underneath your foot. You're going to wrap your left arm up and over, and we're just going to kind of cradle this left leg and try and just drawing it back, working it through the range of motion. And then what I want you to do is place that left leg on top of the right. Now this might, if you feel any pain in your knee, do not push past this. You might be able to do a little bit of a forward fold. You might be able to get down even further. And this is absolutely fine if you just sat like this. What we can actually do is just gently place the left hand on top of the left knee, keeping hold of the ankle for some support, and just gently pushing that down. Again, if you feel any pain in the knee, just come out of that position. Okay, and then release, give that a shake off if you need to. And we're going to do the same. So taking hold of the foot, wrapping the right arm around and underneath, and just cradle the leg, taking it through its range of motion, trying to just bring it back ever so slightly, and then placing that on top of the left leg, And again, feel free to do a forward fold if you might be loose in the hips, but most men aren't, to be totally honest with you. And then gently just place the right hand on top of the right knee. Again, holding the ankle for some support. Just hold that position there. Try and sit up straight as well. And then release. Give that a little bit of a shake off. Okay, this one we're going to be lying flat on the mat now. So basically we're going to be lying on the mat, 90-degree bend in the arm, focusing on keeping the chest, the front delt, the sort of front shoulder muscle, and the elbow, all of this flat on the mat. We want to stretch out the chest. So let me go this way. Yes, so let me move my mat forward. 90-degree bend, keeping the chest, the bicep, the whole arm, really keeping that close to the mat. Lying face down, and then what we're going to do, take the right hand, hold it by the inside by the right chest, kick up with the right leg, and drop it over to the left hand side. And inhale, come back. And what we do on one side, we must do on the other. So again, keeping everything nice and flat, 90-degree bend in the arm. Kicking the left leg up and over to the right. For 3, for 2. Oh, and 1. Lovely. And just come up into a cobra here. Hold it for 3, for 2, and for 1. And then going back into our child's pose. I want you to sit in this. So I want you to kind of lower yourself in as much as possible. And then I want you to just start. So you want to be keeping the hips and everything down. And I want you to start walking the hands forward ever so slightly. And just breathe and just allow yourself to relax. And then what we're going to do in this position, coming into downward facing dog, and we're going to walk basically one big toe at a time. And I want you to fully straighten the leg, or straighten it as much as you can, getting a nice stretch down the calf and the hamstring. And obviously, as we get so far up, it's going to be harder to straighten the leg, and that's absolutely fine. If you need to keep it bent, just keep it bent until your toes get to the front. You want to keep it bending your knees now. Lengthen that spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up. Hands to prayer. Nice back bend here, driving the hips forward. And then back. And then what I want us to do is widen the feet according to the mat. Tuck the elbows in, driving the hips forward. Into a back bend. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, coming up, and back again. And exhale, fold forward. And inhale, come all the way up. And give yourself a little bit of a shake off. Feel free to move your mat over to the wall for some support now. Personally, I just like to know that I'm sat up straight. We'll start this breath work with the alternate nostril breathing, just to wake up the nostrils. Right thumb, right nostril. This finger here, the wedding ring finger on the right hand, is going to cover the left nostril. So we're going to be quite audible with this breath for now, for this round, just while we get the rhythm going. Then we'll practice some of our abdominal breath work. If you've already joined, you'll know what this is, but kind of using the abs as a pump. So you're going, and so it's a forceful exhale, and then you relax. And it's not like you forcefully inhale, you just allow the breath to come back in. So using this as a pump. With that being said, let's make a start. Block on the right, inhale through the left. Block the left, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block the right, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Now inhale and exhale through both nostrils. Deep inhales, deep exhales. If you need to take a moment to go and get some tissue, please do, because this is going to be a forceful exhale through the nose. So if you need some tissue, go and grab some now. I'm going to make a start. Anybody who's new to this, you might get through 10, 20 rounds. For anybody else, just go for as many as you can, and then just allow your breath to return to normal. You want to take an inhale, but you don't want to fill up the lungs like 100%. I would say 75 to 80%. Deep inhale, deep exhale. Straight in for our alternate nostril breathing, this time slowing the breath right down so that you cannot hear the flow of the breath coming in and out of the nose. Sorry, that's inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. Inhale through the right. Block, exhale through the left. Inhale through the left. Block, exhale through the right. And now a deep inhale and a deep exhale. Final round on the Kapalbhati. A deep inhale and a deep exhale. Feel free to stay in this seated position, continue another round if you like to, or you can take your Shavasana, you can lie down on the mat for our short meditation, the visualization, meditation, manifestation. Okay, so going back to our mantra. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And again, we return to this every day because this is how you master visualization. This is how you bring whatever it is you desire into your life. This is how you manifest. And the more that you do it, the more you practice, the better you get. The quicker at visualization, the more powerful the visualizations. And so I want you to think of something in your life that you are wanting to bring into your life, something that you desire. It could be closing a business deal. It could be moving to the other side of the world. It could be a health and fitness goal. Could be making a certain amount of money. It could be a goal in your relationships. And I want you to think of whatever it is, and now we want to attach emotion to that thought. And I want you to attach the emotion of gratitude. Gratitude with visualization is like, it's like a multiplier, let's say. And then I just want you to place your left hand on your heart, on your chest, and your right hand over the top. And I just want you to just really, really feel this gratitude deep inside of you. And I don't know if you know, but the heart actually has an electromagnetic field. And as your visualization gets stronger, as your gratitude gets stronger, I want you to imagine it. Imagine this electromagnetic field expanding from your chest. Take just a moment just to sit there with it. And now, the final part of this is, what is the action that you could take today or this week? It's going to get you one step closer to whatever it is that you desire in life. And then I want you to revert back to this mantra throughout the day, throughout the week. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And if you haven't joined any of these sessions already, I want you to get a pen and a piece of paper after this session and write this down on a piece of paper. I think, I feel, I act, I attract. And then just refer back to this moment, this morning. And now I just want us to take a minute just to say thanks to yourself for showing up this morning. Personally, I could have definitely stayed in bed, could have definitely went back to sleep, but I got up and made it here. And if you believe in a God, in the universe, in energy, in anything, higher power, maybe just take a moment to say thanks. Thank you. Namaste. That brings us to the end of our morning session. I hope you all got some value out of that. I hope you're feeling nice and loose. And I will see you all again next time, tomorrow, 5:55 AM UK time. Goodbye for now. Thanks.